morning, children. This is the second video of the chapter Reproduction in Organisms. Today we will see some of the advantages of asexual reproduction. Now, the advantage is only a single parent is sufficient. It doesn't require a mate. Second thing, the offspring that is formed is genetically and morphologically similar to the organisms. So if they are organisms of favorable variety, then it is always advantageous to get such offsprings. Quick mode of reproduction and the process of division, amitosis or mitosis, occurs in them. A single parent may produce a large number of offsprings. These are the advantages of asexual reproduction. Well, if we look into the disadvantages also, there are many disadvantages. No variations occur in case of asexual reproduction. When there are no variations, it means that the organism is not capable of adapting to the changing environmental conditions. So the chance of survival also reduces. So it also shows no role in evolution. Due to rapid multiplication, it causes overcrowding. Okay, so many offsprings are formed. Low adaptability and more offsprings, so the chance of survival thereby reduces. So these are the disadvantages of asexual reproduction, because of which many organisms slowly adapted sexual mode of reproduction. Okay, so this is what is the disadvantage of asexual reproduction. Then children, what about sexual reproduction? There are certain advantages of sexual reproduction also. They are variations. This was the disadvantage in asexual. Now this is possible in case of sexual reproduction. So if an organism shows or develops variations, the organism can easily adapt to the changing environmental conditions. Such organisms, their chance of survival will increase, as well as their contribution to evolution will also increase. The offsprings that are formed show genetic variability, which provides vigor and vitality to the offsprings. Vigor का यहाँ मतलब होता है, you can tell better quality, है ना, better adaptability, better quality, better variety. It is supposed to be better in all aspects, maybe resistance, है ना, maybe whatever is the yield production. So all these are included in vigor, and vitality is you can tell fusion of gametes undergoing fertilization. So that is vitality. This increases in case of advantages, in sexual reproduction. There are certain disadvantages also. Okay, what are the disadvantages? The first thing is it is a biparental process. It requires a mate in this case. There are that is, opposite sex mates are required to participate. Otherwise, it is certainly not possible. It's a very slow process and it consumes a lot of time. Fertilization is a chance factor. This is a chance factor between the two. If you need to write something about sexual reproduction, then we can write all these points. It is a process of development of new individuals through the formation of fusion of male and female gametes. It is biparental. Gametes are always formed. Fertilization takes place, involves both meiosis and mitosis. Daughter organisms are genetically different from the parents. Okay, that's what variation means. Multiplication is not very rapid, as in the case of asexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction basically of two types. One is syngamy and the other one is conjugation. Syngamy is the most simple one, which you know, that is about the fusion of male and female gametes to form the zygote. And conjugation is the one which occurs in fungi. You must have studied in class 11th. It involves temporary union between the two parents and they exchange their genetic material. Now if you take example of, let's take paramecium itself. If this is paramecium, then in this case a conjugation tube is formed between the two. This is a conjugation tube, and a part of the cytoplasm and a part of the nucleoplasm also gets exchanged between the two, and later they will separate from one another. Okay, so this is what is called conjugation. So exchange of genetic material takes place, exchange of cytoplasm takes place. So naturally such offsprings which are resulted will show variation. Okay, so this occurs in paramecium and spirogyra. Children, sexual reproduction is of two types here, endogamy and exogamy. Endogamy is self-fertilization, exogamy is cross-fertilization. Now when the organism is, you can tell, bisexual, it has both the types of sex organs, it can produce both the types of gametes within the same individual. Example, tapeworm, then that is endogamy and it's a rare process. Exogamy is cross-fertilization where fusion of gametes takes place between the gametes produced by the opposite sex parents. Thus, it is biparental. In higher plants and animals, it is a common process. Whereas if we speak about syngamy, fusion of gametes, that is of four types. One is isogamy, जहाँ पर ये जो गैमेट्स होते हैं ये इक्वल साइज के होते हैं और दोनों बाइफ्लैजेलेटेड होते हैं. क्लामाइडोमोनास में, मोनोसिस्टस में ये होता है. अनाइसोगैमी, जहाँ दोनों गैमेट्स जो हैं वो मोटाइल तो होते हैं but one of them is of larger size and the other one is smaller in size. It occurs in higher invertebrates. Then oogamy. Oogamy में one of the gametes is biflagellated, we can call it as the male gamete, and the other one is not motile and it's of larger size also. That can be considered as the female gamete. These gametes, they will fuse with one another to form the zygote which develops into the new organism. This process is oogamy and it occurs in red alga in the higher animals including man. Hologamy, it involves a fusion of two entire organisms. Gametes are not produced. In case of yeast if you see, है ना, ये एक yeast है और ये दूसरा yeast है, मान लो. This is the other one. Okay, and what will happen is both of them will fuse together. The entire organism is fusing. इस तरह से both will fuse, both the nucleus will also fuse and it will result in a zygote that will be of this kind. Okay, अब अगर ये zygote है, इसमें दोनों की characteristics आ जाएंगे. So this is hologamy. I hope this is clear to all of you. Children, one topic, lifespan, is given in your text. Now, what is lifespan? It is the time period from the zygote formation till the natural death of the organism. That is called the lifespan. And this lifespan is divided into three phases, three stages. One is the juvenile stage, maturity, that is the reproductive stage, and the senescence, that's the aging process. The juvenile stage is the primary stage in which the vegetative growth is carried out. जो normal primary growth juvenile stage होती है, इसे हम vegetative phase कहते हैं या फिर pre-reproductive phase भी कहते हैं. Vegetative phase, juvenile phase, pre-reproductive phase is one and the same. Maturity phase को हम reproductive phase कहते हैं. It begins after the juvenile phase. It is continuing after that due to changes in hormones. Due to hormonal changes, it is called as the reproductive phase. It is this time that they undergo gamete production and they carry out reproduction. Senescence phase is a phase when the organism's hormonal changes again occurs. इस समय जो hormonal changes होंगे उसके कारण the organism will lose the ability to produce gametes, or you can even tell that the production of gametes will reduce. Human male में जैसे gametes की production reduce हो जाती है और human female में अगर देखें तो gametes की production बंद हो जाती है. तो that process is aging, senescence, which leads that person further to death. Okay, so this is the lifespan of an organism. So we'll continue in the next video later. Until then, take care, make notes, and